Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I'm Jamie, and today I wanted to talk to you about some new Chanel products that they just released in a new makeup line called the Number One Collection. So I have 3 different products here and they're all beauty related. Let's talk through them really quickly. I have their foundation. So this is supposed to be like a lightweight new formula. I wanted to talk through it and some of the ingredients, and I'll actually do a demo of putting that on and a wear test. So we will get into that in just a minute. And then I also picked up one of their new lip and cheek balms. So I picked mine up in the color Healthy Pink. So I will swatch that and tell you all about that in 1 minute. And then the last item that I picked up was their new fragrance mist in this line. I just couldn't help it. I am not a big fan of Chanel fragrances, but this one, oh, it just smells so good. It smells like skincare and all the good, the good stuff that comes from this line. So I'll tell you about that in just 1 moment. Let's jump into this. So first product, I guess that's most important and interesting, is the new foundation. So this is from their Number One collection that they just put out, and it actually has a lot of skincare ingredients that are supposed to be really good for your skin. So not only are you getting the makeup benefits and evening out of your skin tone from this foundation, but you're also getting skin benefits. So that's always incredible to hear. I love to hear that. I could do more for my skin. I'm always trying to do more. So they have 20 shades in this line right now, and this costs $70. I picked mine up from Ulta. They're carrying it at Ulta now, and they have online, in-store pickup or online, however you want to shop. So that's really awesome. So let me read to you about this really quick. It's a buildable foundation with a luminous finish enriched with red camellia oil and moisturizing ingredients. The formula softens skin and helps protect against environmental aggressors. So it's supposed to protect your skin, enhance your skin, hydrate your skin, all those great things. The complexion appears plump and naturally more beautiful. Day after day, skin takes on a youthful glow. So it's really supposed to be benefiting your complexion in the long run. And I guess the camellia flower is something that blooms in the winter. So it's one of like the strongest standing flowers, the most resilient. And so that's why they put this into this product, so that your skin could get those benefits of that flower. So this is really awesome also because it's moving towards sustainable ingredients. So historically, Chanel hasn't had that many sustainably derived ingredients, and so now they're moving that way. This formula is actually 97% naturally derived ingredients. So it's just really great to see them trying to do better for the environment and our resources as they continue to produce products for us. So they're not only worried about your skin, they're also worried about the environment and long-term sustainability. So all great, and their packaging is supposed to be like carbon footprint reducing. So all this sounds really awesome, and I have it on, like I said, so if you just stay around a couple minutes, I will jump into the demo and a wear test for this foundation. You can see what I think about it. Then let's move into the next product, which I was really excited about. I haven't been a long time Chanel like wearer, makeup wearer, or I don't have many things from them. So I was so excited that they came out with a cream blush because I love cream blush. So I really wanted to pick it up when I saw it released. So I'm looking up some information about it. It's a lip and cheek balm, and you can actually see in my demo, I actually put it on my eyes as well, because why not? When in Rome, we just do these things. And they have this in 4 different shades. Nope, sorry, 6 different shades. They have a red shade, this one, Healthy Pink. They have Vital Beige, Wake Up Pink, Lively Rosewood, and Berry Boost. So I picked up Healthy Pink, which it's been used, so you can see it right in there. It comes in this nice glass container. Oh, another thing, this is glass packaging over here as well on the foundation. The foundation comes with a pump, I'll tell you that. It's a little dirty right now, apparently. And then this is the product that comes in the lip and cheek balm. So I'm swatching it right here for you. It is just a nice glowy pink color. It's on my cheeks right now, so you can see it applied. And the thing is, it is a balm, so it's a little bit more moisturizing than most, you know, powder products. And it does kind of like set down. It's not really sticky right now or anything like that. I did not powder my cheeks, but I did powder the rest of my face because this foundation is kind of luminous and it just needed a little bit of something to make it stick to my face. It was really sticky there for a while, but I think that the balm actually does set down on your cheeks. So let's hear about it really quick, what they say about this formula. It's a multi-use lip and cheek balm enriched with red camellia oil. The nourishing buttery formula melts into the skin while adding a touch of color. Lips appear vibrant and plump. I did put this on my lips in the demo. I'm not wearing it right this second, but you will see it applied in the demo. This line seeks to minimize its environmental impact with sustainably developed formulas that contain up to 97% naturally derived ingredients. So same thing as in the foundation, and it has all the great ingredients, the red camellia flower extract again in here. You'll see me put them on. I think they look really great right now, but you'll see that whole process. And like I said, I'm doing a wear test. So these were 6 different shades and they were $45, available at Chanel, available at Ulta, probably a couple other retailers as well. And now let's get into the last product that I picked up, which was this body mist. It's not a perfume. It smells like flowers, like light flowers, probably like the camellia flower. It does smell like a lot of the Chanel products, makeup product. It smells a lot like the Chanel foundation. So if you like the smell of that, then you'll like this. Just don't expect it to be able to stick around for very long. It's just a light body mist. It goes away pretty fast. This, I believe, was $100 for this, and it's 3.4 ounces, fluid ounces. But I've had this for about a week now, and I've been going through it really fast. I mean, I would say, you know, it's down to here right now, and I've just been using it for a week. I spray it on myself a lot because, like I said, it doesn't stick around that long, so you have to kind of continue to respray it. If they had this in a regular fragrance, I would die over it. It's so good. I am in love with this. I had to pick it up once I smelled it. I just couldn't stop thinking about it. So those are the products that I picked up, and I'm going to show you me putting them on in 1 second here. So let's jump into that. So let's do it. Let's get this makeup on my face. I need it. I have been so busy today. It is like almost 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I've had conference call after conference call. Actually, I just lied. It's actually 12 o'clock and I have a conference call at 1 o'clock. So I was thinking ahead. Anyway, what I'm doing right now is mixing this foundation, trying to mix it up a little bit. I know this is very much like a serum foundation. So great skincare ingredients in the foundation, which I am super excited about. I did not put a primer down on my face. I just put some on my eyes. It's an eyelid primer. That's what I was pushing out right there. But I am just gonna try to use this foundation as like full foundation and as a concealer as well. I'm just gonna go for it. It's good for my skin, and that's what I just want to try. The pump on here is awesome. I did pump out like a little bit more than a pump. I did this because I've tried this a little bit yesterday and I realized that I do want a pretty good bit of it. It is like a serum foundation. Like you can see, I'm using my hands to rub it in. It does just go in so nicely. It feels super conditioning on the skin. It just feels like skincare kind of, but with a foundation and a little bit of coverage. So it's really, really light coverage. I didn't try to build this up very much when I've used it previously. I just put it on yesterday. That was just my first time doing it. But you can see right there, I just put a pump and a half on, and it's gonna go pretty quickly here. So that's a pump and a half, and I really haven't even gotten anything on my forehead yet. So I'm gonna have to go back in. I'm only gonna use like, Ooh, this is kind of squirting out at me, which I don't like. I guess another half pump. And I'm gonna layer that on. I do wanna see if I can build it up a little bit in just my trouble areas, which are really just my nose and right here on my forehead. That's it. Those are my trouble spots, really. It's just they get really red, and sometimes I don't feel like concealer really does the job there. I'm excited to try to use this as concealer, see what happens. I'll definitely set it under my eyes. I know that this foundation, from what I've seen so far, the reviews I've seen have been really, really great. So I am really excited. I have some pretty high expectations, I guess, just because of what I've seen. You know, this isn't that different from the other foundation, the Le Beige Healthy Skin Foundation. I don't feel like this is that different. That one maybe a little bit more coverage, but it does give like a really natural finish to the skin like this one. I don't feel like that one is super dewy, and this one's not super dewy. I'm like, you know, just learning about Chanel makeup, and I feel like natural, it's all natural. Everything, but it's awesome that they're like moving towards better ingredients in their products and more sustainable packaging and stuff. All of that is really, really exciting. So happy that I found it at the right time. This feels so lightweight and good on my skin. Like, it just feels good. It looks like skin. It's not like super duper luminous. It seemed to apply really nicely. I'm gonna maybe let it set for a minute and come back and maybe put a little bit more on and see if I can build it up in like my, right in the center of my face, and possibly maybe under my eyes. We'll see what I think after it settles down for a second. So it'd be so nice not to need another product, but I don't know. That's not how it goes typically around here. Okay, so let's jump into the next product, and that is this blush. Well, it is a, you know, lip and cheek balm, and I got mine in the color Healthy Pink. I'm sure I swatched this in the beginning of the video for you guys. I'm gonna actually clean this off my lips, just the foundation, and we're gonna put this on my lips too. So this is like a full face balm, and honestly, I think I want to try to put a little bit in my eye socket as well, because I like to have a monochromatic type of look between my blush and my eyeshadow. So let's see what this turns out like. I'll find a little brush for that and we'll give it a try. Who knows? It could be, that could be a really bad move, but you never know unless you try. So we're gonna do it. All right, and then for blush, so I'll do one side with just my fingers. We'll see how that goes, and then I'll do one side with the brush. So here is Healthy Pink right here, and here it is on my finger. I know I swatched it in the intro, so I'm not gonna swatch it right now, but let's just go in. I was so torn on the colors for this collection, because I'm like, do I want to get this Healthy Pink? Is it gonna be too light for me? And I just was really interested in like that peachy color, like the bright peachy shade. Oh, I was so close to getting that one. And now, if this one wears well, I think I will probably get that one as well. But here we go, we're putting it on. So it does show up though. That's the thing. Like, I was worried, oh, it's not gonna show up, it's too light, but it is showing up really well. And it does give like a glossy finish to the skin. If you can see that. I mean, I only have the foundation on, which also gives kind of like a little glossy finish to the skin, but this just looks like Healthy Pink cheeks. Good name for it, guys. Healthy Pink. And it's like the perfect like light blushy color. It's not crazy. Nobody's gonna be like, oh my gosh, you're wearing too much blush with this on. It just looks really, really pretty and healthy, I think. So great natural shade. So I'm gonna put it on my lips, and then we'll use a brush and put it on my cheek and see how it goes on. This is really close to my natural lip color. A little bit like lighter or more pinky, where my natural lip color is more purple. feels great on the lips. But you definitely have to dig in there a bunch of times to get some real true pigment. That's okay though, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I'll use it. So that's one side of my face done. Let me grab a brush. I just use these stipple brushes from e.l.f. I just love them. They're so easy. They're the e.l.f. putty stipple brushes. All right, so this is going on nicely. I'm so happy because I was so worried that this color was going to be too light and I wasted my time, and I'm so happy I went with my gut. I knew nothing, like I had not seen any reviews or what the colors looked like when I first bought it. I picked mine up from Ulta. I don't know if I said that in the intro, but I did. Okay, and there it is. This is the side that I put on with the brush. So it looks great. I think it looks great with a brush and it looks great with my finger. So whatever is most convenient, I think either one will work for you. What these cream blushes, I swear, it's like they just start running down here. So I'm gonna have to do a check-in for you guys later on in the day just to see how this wears and if I still have color. That I think will be the true test. All right, so I am done with that for now. And now the foundation has set down just for a couple minutes. So let's try to build some coverage on it, on my nose and my forehead, and see. So I just pumped out just a teeny little bit extra to add. And I just want to try to disguise some of the redness that I get in here. Oh, and then I said that I was gonna try to, let's put it on as a little bit more concealer. I know it's not going to provide much coverage, obviously, as a concealer, but that's okay. I don't really need so much coverage. So hopefully this will give me what I need. You know, with concealer, how like you could wait a little bit with the concealer when you put it on and just like let it, I guess, dry down a little bit and then spread it so it'll give you a little bit more coverage. I was wondering if I should do that with this. I don't know, because this foundation is still like a little tacky. I don't know how well it really dries down. It's like a serum. It would be awesome though if you could build it. Right now I'm not sure. Okay, so I said earlier I was gonna try to use the blush in my eyes as eyeshadow a little bit. So let's try to do that while we let this kind of set. It's close to being blended out, but not fully. So I just figured we'd give it a minute, and let me go in here and just put a little bit on the brush and see what this comes out like. I did not set my eye primer because I knew I was gonna go in with this cream. I get so bad about that. Like, I hope this product works even on like set skin, because I often forget. I put on powder and then I need to put on blush and stuff, and it's like cream on top of powder. So I hope this works well. I'll have to report down below what this works like on top of powder, because I have not played with it yet that way. Because that's the problem with first impressions, is you don't get a chance to use the product in all different ways. So I normally don't go for like a pinky eyeshadow, but I do like to have like the symmetry between my cheeks and the cohesive flow to my eyes. So just a little bit is good. And it seems to be, you know, it blends out like a cream, and this cream is nice. And how does it feel? It doesn't, you know, it doesn't feel any tackier than the foundation. So I don't know how it's gonna wear, but you guys will see that later on in the video. All right, so we got that done and that done. Now let's go in here and try to blend that blush out a little bit because of using the foundation as a concealer. We're tapping out some lines, and go in here and try to blend out a little bit of the foundation. So it does look like it's still like very, very light coverage. So you're not gonna be able to build it too much, but I think I did build it just enough. So if you wanna build it, I would recommend like, yeah, letting a layer dry and then coming back in and building it up. But I feel like this foundation is so nice to use with your hands. I don't know that I would apply it with anything other than my hands, but you know, the blush applied really well with the blush brush. So I'm gonna build this up a little bit more and I think we are done and we'll get the wear test started. I'll finish the rest of my makeup and I will be right back to talk with you guys and let's see how this stuff holds up. I think I might like keep this on my crease, but put just some eyeshadow on my lid and then we can just see how the pink holds throughout the day. But so far so good. I'm really loving it. So I will be right back. Hey guys, it is the end of the night and I just wanted to come in and do one final wrap up for the foundation wear test. So I don't know if you can see, but it really wore off a lot around my nose. So I have that problem a lot. I'm not sure that it was really the foundation's fault. More like that's just my skin on my nose area. It just happens to do that with most foundations. I did set my whole face earlier, right after I put the foundation on, and I don't think I probably used the best setting powder for this foundation because it did end up kind of looking matte throughout the rest of the day. As the foundation wore on, it seemed to be getting drier on my skin. It didn't stay as hydrated. That could be partly at fault because of the setting powder. So I want to play around with it some, but I really did like everything about the way it wore other than my nose and under my eyes. Like I kind of tried to use it as a light concealer. It's definitely not made for that. So I wouldn't recommend that unless you don't need a concealer. I just needed a little bit more coverage under my eyes and I wasn't too thrilled with this. But other than that, I thought the foundation wore well and I can still see the cheek product a little bit, but it's definitely worn off a good bit throughout the day, but it stayed around for a really great amount of time for being, you know, a luminous, dewy cheek product. I put this makeup on at noon and it is after 10 p.m. right now. So this is like a 10-hour wear test and I think it wore pretty well. So just wanted to come in and tell you guys that overall, I'm very happy with this purchase. I'm happy to play around with it more and I was really pleasantly surprised about that cheek product. So anyway, right now off of my first time wearing it, I would definitely recommend them. And I've seen a lot of other reviews coming in, all good as well. So let's see how this continues to wear and you'll see if you see it in my monthly favorites. But so far so good and I give it a thumbs up. All right, thanks guys. I'll see you later. Bye.